Almost afternoon. I have been on hold all morning with my internet service so I hope my speed is well enough that this doesn't glitch out for you guys. So hello, welcome to this day. So I wanted to first of all just thank you guys for watching. If you are watching live, please say hello so I can say hi back to you. And if you're watching on the replay, #replay so I can come back on later and say hi to you then. And then if you guys are on Facebook watching this right now, I would encourage you to go over to my YouTube channel and type in my first and last name, hit the subscribe button and the bell to receive notifications for every time that I come live. In my channel, you will find yoga, meditations, self-love topics like this, and just all things self-love at any size, and holistic approaches, and mystic approaches, and all that stuff. So, sorry, breakfast stuck in my teeth. So today, we are talking about why you need to make a life timeline. So this is a journaling exercise, and I'm making sure that I can see you guys. I see Tanya on there. Hello, Tanya. So, a life timeline is a journaling exercise that you can do that takes you through, your whole life, and it kind of allows you to think about all the areas of your life. So as we know, your life story is continually unfolding. And do you ever look back on how far that you've come? So do you think about those big milestones or those small ones? So creating a personal timeline in your journal to reflect what experiences have shaped you and helped you to grow. So this is I've done this exercise for myself before, and it's been really helpful in my own journey. So when you're doing this exercise, thinking about memorable dates. So thinking about maybe birth or death or romance, beginning or ending, thinking about graduation or travel or moving to a new location. It could be an illness, it could be a friendship, a personal loss, all these things, right? And so what I want you guys to do, if this is something that resonates with you, is to do this life timeline, writing down on a journal, like making a big long line and writing down all the significant moments in your life, good and bad. Because the important thing is to be doing it so you're reflecting on the good moments and the not so good moments. And so once you've done that whole timeline, it's cool to come back to it and really then think about each of those moments and think about which moments make you smile. Which moments do you have fond memories of? Which moments make you cringe and be like, oh, that was such a horrible time? Because when we do this, we're able to start to maybe reflect on whether those things can be let go. Because through our lifetime, we hold on to a lot of memories, and we hold on to a lot of positive and negative experiences that make us not be able to move forward in a positive way. So once you have done that and you've written out your timeline, and this takes some time, it's not like a quick, easy journal prompt, but once you have written out your timeline, you will then go back and you will look at all of the moments and think about what lessons you got from all those moments, the good and the bad moments. So think about those good moments and what lessons you learned and how you grew in that moment. And then going back to the not so good moments or moments that make you cringe, and think about the lessons that you could take away or the things that you've learned from that lesson or from that situation that are able to have made you who you are today. Because after we go through those tough moments, which we all do in our lifetime, they all teach us something, and it's important to reflect on what they've taught us, and then it brings you to a place of peace that maybe allows you to accept that thing that happened that maybe wasn't so good, and you have, carried it with you through your life, and maybe you're ready to let go of that thing. So maybe you're ready to say, you know what, that was really hard, but the lesson I learned is this, or what I took away from this situation is this, and it's helped me to become this person who I am today. And it really makes you reflect on your whole journey as a whole and how much you've grown over your journey, and the things that you have worked on in your own personal development and your own personal growth. And it just helps you to really see how far you've come, what you have overcome, and it really just allows you to maybe start to figure out which things you're maybe still holding on to in your life, and maybe things that you can maybe start to think about letting go, because if they're horrible things that have happened and you're holding on to them, then maybe they're weighing on your heart. And when they're weighing on your heart, then that's kind of preventing you from moving forward in your personal growth. So it's just something to think about, and just something to see if that resonates with you, and if it's something that maybe you think would be helpful if you're feeling stuck in your life, or you're feeling overwhelmed or stressed or worried. It might be a good time to go back and do that timeline. I've done this for myself, like I said, and I'm just speaking from my own experience, but it did really help me to pinpoint the areas of my life that I maybe needed to show forgiveness to, either towards myself forgiveness or forgiveness towards others. And it's just really been helpful for my own self-love journey to kind of look at those things. And then when we're doing these things, also, I like to think about sending forgiveness and releasing them. So sending forgiveness to that person. You don't have to reach out to that person. If your situation involves a person, like those moments that are maybe cringy, maybe just think about in your heart of sending forgiveness to that person, wishing them well, knowing that they served a season in your life, but they now, you forgive them. You allow them to be happy in your mind, and sending them good thoughts, and not holding them kind of in your mind in that negative way, and allowing them to actually hold you back. Because when you allow those things to kind of overcome your mind, then you're not going to be able to move forward in a positive way. So that's kind of just all of the little tips I had for you guys, was just this making a life timeline journal prompt exercise. As you know, journaling is a super powerful and important part of my own self-love journey, and it's now what I am helping other women with as well. So speaking of which, if you guys are not in my community yet, I have a community called Imperfectly Perfect You. We are a community of women who are empowering each other to find self-love at any size through many different holistic and mystic approaches. So we would love to have you in that community and welcome you into that space, and make you feel safe, and help you along your journey. Because one thing that I have discovered is a self-love journey is a lifelong thing, a lifelong journey. And it can often feel lonely if you're doing it alone, and you're going through those emotions and those feelings and those, that hard work that we do as we learn to love ourselves. And it doesn't have to feel alone. And I used to feel like it was a very lonely journey. And now I am welcoming you open arms into my space, where your self-love journey doesn't have to feel lonely, and you have a community of people there to support you and encourage you. So just head on over. The link is in the description of this video. We would love to have you and welcome you into that space. Yeah, so then the only other thing I had for you guys is, speaking of journaling, once a week I usually come on and give a journal prompt sample. And if you are into journaling or think you may want to start journaling, I have a Find Your Magic, Finding Self-Discovery Through Journaling, Finding Self-Love Through Journaling. It is a journal that I have published, and it helps women to just start to discover and work on things that are going to help them to find their magic. So things to help with their self-love, their mindset, their confidence, their forgiveness, setting boundaries, all these things. So this is a journal that has a course that accompanies it as well. So if this is something that you feel like you may need in your life, just the link is in the description, I think. If it's not, I will make sure I go back and put it in the comments. If not, you can visit my website, and it is on there as well. So there is that. So that is it, you guys. I hope you have the best day, and I hope my internet held up for you so you could hear me. Internet made my morning start not very good, you guys. So yeah, so I hope it went okay. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go, and we will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.